Hi, everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of the Tiny Brains podcast. I'm Kevin Joyce, CEO at Tiny Brains, and with me, as always, is Peter Graham, the Brigadier of Brains.
Exactly. Hello all.
So, what we do on this podcast, in case you've never watched before, is we take a look at the biggest stories in XR from the previous week. We have a little chat about them, get some of Peter's opinions.
A little chat, just a little chat.
We're going to dive in with a product line, a range that has cropped up on this podcast, I think, every week for like the last month. We're talking about Meta and their Ray-Bans.
Yes. This is official news now from a rumor that has appeared sort of last year. Now, as we all know, Meta have released their Ray-Ban smart glasses, and Ray-Ban are owned by Luxottica. Luxottica. Oh, God,
I'm not sure you're pronouncing that correctly.
I get tongue-tied on that one. But anyway. They have officially announced, or it's been officially announced, that they have invested 3 billion euros, which is about, I don't know, about three billion US, something like that.
Chop and
Um,
change.
and anyway, about 3 billion euros in the company, which is it's a huge global company. Essilor. They pretty much own most of the brands, and if you bought a pair of sunglasses, you probably bought one of theirs. And yeah, so they've invested 3 billion to get a 3% stake, and then the slight add-on rumor is that they're going to up that Meta's going to up that stake to 5%. Now, what does this mean? It means Meta's really going all in on their smart glasses, and they're going to be ramping up efforts, I think. Like,
I think so too. I mean, we're inevitably coming to some kind of crescendo for these smart glasses where they're just going to implode on the market. So many companies are coming in and doing them. There's such a variety, ones with and without screens and displays of some kinds. This is going to be the form factor that everybody wants. And while it's not VR, it is a stepping stone to that kind of integration, right?
yeah, and you've also got to remember that Essilor have got exclusive deals and partnerships with a lot of the fashion brands. Now, these are like Prada, Armani, Burberry, Chanel. They've got exclusivity rights to bring their sunglasses to market. So you could quite well, and we have previously spoke about Prada being on the radar, but you could quite easily see a lot of these fashion brands getting in or being married with Meta smart glasses to bring out a whole host of different designs. And that's where they want to go, mainstream, and that's through fashion.
Completely agree. Yeah, the initial Ray-Bans was testing the water. It was deemed successful, and now tech in fashion is the next step for them.
Yeah, they've just
Also, I'd like to point out that 3 billion euros for a 3% stake. If anyone would like to make that kind of investment in Tiny Brains, we can talk.
yeah, you'll get a lot of value for your money with those 3 billion euros.
But moving on, we have I almost called this the SiNGRAY. Uh,
I Yes, I've said this in my head so often. Yeah, the HMS SiNGRAY G2 AR headset is what we're going to talk about now, and this is from a Japanese company called HMS, and this is an AR headset that is essentially picks up the mantle from HoloLens and Magic Leap. There hasn't really been much news about this. Have you heard about this yet, Kev? Have you even seen
No, I haven't. With it called HMS, I thought it was from MI5, but there you go.
it? What linked to the royal family?
On Her Majesty's service?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
that wouldn't be Her Majesty's anymore, would it?
Well, because Microsoft and Magic Leap have, done away with their headsets, here comes HMS with theirs. And yeah, there's not many details about it at the moment. Like I say, it's going to be it's an AR headset that looks very similar to those aforementioned headsets that I've just spoken about. Six staff. It's got micro OLED displays. It's got a swappable battery and all that sort of stuff. But we don't know what prices are, and we don't know how widely this is going to be made available because this is an enterprise headset, so it's not going to be consumer ready. So I expect it to be in the into the thousands. Pre-orders are going to start later this year, and sort of mass production is going to be in early 2026, but we'll have to see, if this actually takes hold because realistically, HoloLens and Magic Leap never really quite took hold in the way that those companies wanted it to, did they? So that's why they've discontinued them. So
Indeed. I mean, I'm quite famed as being a big supporter of the HoloLens. I loved the original HoloLens, and I thought it was well ahead of its time. And then Magic Leap came and was a decent refactoring of the HoloLens, and then HoloLens 2 came and was significantly ahead of that. And essentially, in my mind, the Vision Pro is the next step in that line. So where this HMS device sits, is it going to be between a HoloLens 2 and a Vision Pro, or is it going to be top tier ahead of Vision Pro? This is a question that needs to be answered along with how much it's going to cost.
yeah, exactly that. But we don't know enough details yet, so we'll have to wait and see.
Call us up, HMS. Let us know what's going down. Moving on, another one which I want to hear Pete pronounce.
Thank you. I was hoping you were going to say it. I could follow on from you. XPANCO is how I'm going to, or Xpan CEO, maybe. This is an AR company that makes or is developing smart contact lenses. And they have recently secured $250 million of investment, valuing the company at 1.3 billion USD, which is quite a sizable sum for a company that, as far as I'm aware at the moment, doesn't actually have a product. Like I say, these are AR smart contact lenses. Now, we've been talking about AR glasses and stuff like Meta's Orion. Well, these guys are going a step further and putting it straight into your eye. Don't bother with frames. They're just going to have a smart contact lens, and this is the stuff of the future. Very much James Bond-esque, wouldn't you say?
So I have seen quite a few different smart contact lenses being revealed across this year, and as someone who has never used a contact lens, I love the tech. Not sure it's for me. I mean, everything once, right? I love this industry. I love all XR devices. I will give it a try, but I am worried about it.
Well, I'm pessimistic now. I wear contact lenses, so I use them every day for years, so I know what they're like. I'm pessimistic about how they're going to feel because, like normal contact lenses, are usually sort of well, water-based. They're very gel-like, very soft, very comfortable. I imagine a contact lens that has electronics in it is going to be quite thick. It's not going to be that malleable, and then well, therefore you're going to notice it in on top of your eyeball. So I'm going to wait and see what the comfort levels on this. I am more intrigued by some of the features that they say they're going to be adding in because why, while like again, companies like Meta are trying to get AR, become a bit more consumer friendly and trying to just add things like a digital overlay. The XR features in these contact lenses take a next step into the realm of Hollywood, I'd say. Real-time health monitoring, night vision, even zoom capabilities. Can you imagine having zoom capabilities in your eyes whilst in night vision? There we go. Yes, you will be Jason Bourne.
Also, significant privacy concerns. Now, I personally, privacy concerns, I understand why people have them, but I also think it's holding a lot of tech back, personally. Night vision with zoom is like surely the ultimate invasion of privacy worry here.
See, for me, I imagine if I was had contact lenses with night vision and zoom, I'm just going to be tripping over stuff because I won't see anything in nearby, and I will trip over a wall and fall flat on my face in the dark. But being able
Okay. These two functions are supposed to stop that happening. Yeah, no, I mean they sound fantastical, right? It's the stuff of sci-fi dreams. Whether they can actually achieve that in a form factor of what they're aiming for, I don't know. There have been lots, like I say, lots of devices I've seen this year, contact lenses with technology built in, and it sounds wonderful. Um, but yeah, let's see what the end product actually is.
Well, they're targeting 2026 for their first product. It may not have all the features we've just talked about, but they're targeting it next year. Not long, not too long to wait.
Yeah, well, let's see. Best of luck to you, however you pronounce your name. Okay, got a bit of a strange one now. I don't get it. Zoom. We all
Well,
know Zoom, right?
yeah,
Why? Why?
we're coming back down to earth for this one. This is an actual product that exists now. It has launched this last week, and it is essentially the Zoom app is free on Quest. Needless to say, it's been a little bit of a quiet week last week for news articles. And yeah, Zoom was already available through Meta Horizon Workrooms. If you had a Zoom Pro account and which one you paid for, you could actually talk to and have meetings through Zoom in VR through Workrooms. But now there is a free 2D app on Meta Quest that yeah, essentially you can have a Zoom call just like you would do, but you'll use your Meta avatar, and it's free. You know, doesn't matter if you have a free or pro account. Download the app and chat away to your mates.
Sounds great, but why? I don't
If
I
you
don't get it.
if you want to be maybe if you don't want your if you're having a bad hair day, Kev, which we've all had occasionally, you know,
Never.
you've not put on your makeup and you just go, right, my digital avatar's ready and waiting to go. Always glossy, always looking my best. Let's go in with that. And if you
Maybe
happen,
we'll
huh?
maybe we'll try it at some point for this podcast.
Maybe. And if you happen to have a Quest Pro, you also get face and eye tracking as well. So you get those facial features really popping out.
Now that's better. I can get on board with that. Um, Still don't know why you would, but I can understand it. Okay, so wrapping up this week, as we always do, with a little bit of gaming news, and this is one that the original actually passed me by.
Yeah, the original Iron Guard came out, I think it was about 2021, I want to say 2021, 2022. And it's a tower defense game. And it's actually quite a good tower defense game, you know, sci-fi, takes place in, you know, outer space and all that jazz. Well, the next one has already been announced, and we've just got a release window. Iron Guard Salvation is coming out in August for MetaQuest. Initially for MetaQuest, anyway. There are going to be versions for Steam, which is going to be a little bit later, and then for Pico and PSVR, supposedly towards the end of 2025. Yes,
Thinking
the
PSVR 2.
PSVR 2. Did I say PSVR? Oh, dropping that two out there. I remember the golden eras. It's PSVR for me. Beautiful. Yeah, so Salvation is coming out next month for MetaQuest, and pre-orders are already available. You can get a discount, you know, as per usual. And yeah, if you love tower defense games, it's a good. It looks like a good game from what I can tell. I love tower defense games. Real nice game, real nice genre.
If you do like tower defense games, however, I need to shout out, you know what I'm going to say here, Peter. The Smurfs Flower Defense. What the hell? It's amazing. Seriously, go download this one. It is, you wouldn't believe it. It's so good. Such a good VR tower defense game. 100%. Go get it.
I've still not played it, so yeah, okay.
Great.
I'll
Game of
take
the
your
year.
word for it until I play it.
The Smurfs Game of the Year. Anyway, that's all we got time for on this podcast this week. If you would like to have anything that you're working on discussed on this podcast, or you'd like to come and sit with us virtually at some point, please feel free to reach out to us at any of the channels that are available. I can never remember what you put on the channels, Peter, but I'm sure you do put some of them on. Maybe hit me up on X/Twitter or LinkedIn or something,
I
and
just
we can.
I just put your address. You know, send us some
All right.
send us a postcard.
Yeah, write me a letter, and maybe you can come on this podcast with us. Thanks very
Exactly.
much, everybody. We'll see you next week.